Hey, Bayek, it's me, Ian. And in today's video, well, I'm continuing my look at the X-Files first season. And this is episode 21, Tooms, 1984. Previously, we'd had Darkness Falls, and then the next episode after this is Born Again. This was transmitted on April the 22nd, 1994 on the Fox network. On February the 16th, 1995 in the UK on BBC Two, where it had been, well, such a big, massive rating success, The X-Files. Now, it's written by the reliable team that we know so well, Glenn Morgan and James Wong. It's directed by, again, another name we've come across already quite a bit, David Nutter. So from the first season, he directed Ice, Beyond the Sea. Wow, Beyond the Sea, what an episode that is. Lazarus, Shapes, and Roland. So these are the episodes for the first season. The second season, Little Green Men, Blood, 3, Firewalker, and Irresistible. And then the season 3, which was the last season that he directed for, so he only did 3 seasons. There's Clive Bruckman's Final Repose, which was an award-winning episode. Too Shy, Nisai, and Revelations. So what a wonderful contribution as a director to the X-Files he was. And then, of course, he, again, is another one who does a very large amount of TV series and episodes over his career. Amazing. Now, the locations on this one, just Vancouver, really around Vancouver. The music is, as usual, by Mark Snow. And it's interesting, the music, because there's that sound that you get. You hear it. You know when Tooms is around. Yeah, this scratching sort of noise, and it's wonderful. I love it. That's the signature Tooms sound. That's where music does make a nice little important contribution to the atmosphere of the story. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll get into the cast. As usual, we've got David Duchovny as Fox Mulder. Then we've got Gillian Anderson as Dana Scully. Brilliant, fantastic. Now, we have also got in this episode William B. Davis again as the Smoking Man, though it's not one of the alien conspiracy stories, but he's there, yes, always there having those cigarettes. And then we've got the first appearance from Mitch Pileggi, who plays Walter Skinner. And Walter Skinner, though he's only in this one episode in the first season, in future series of the of the X-Files, he's going to be in more episodes, and is quite an important character for them, as you'll see. Anyhow, but that's a bit of a way off, Well, not, but it's it's there. That gives you a clue that you're probably going to be getting the second season. Yes. Anyhow, right. I might as well just talk about what he's in, because this is his first time we've actually seen him. Um, in terms of feature films that stand out, he was in Death Wish 4, The Crackdown, 1987. He was in Basic Instinct, 1992. You know, the brilliant Sharon Stone, Michael Douglas film, wonderful film. He's in that. They're often not big roles, but they're in it. It counts. And of course, he was in the X Files Fight for the Future, the first X Files feature film in 1998, and also he was in the X Files I Want to Believe, which they did. Well, yes, the less said about that, the better. But then if you look at him, he's so well known and still very much active as an actor in a lot of TV shows and TV series. So that's just to give you a background to him. But we're going to see him in certainly a lot more episodes of the X Files from the second season. Then we've got Doug Hutchinson, who plays Eugene Tooms. Or his full name is Eugene Victor Tooms. I thought, okay, there you are. What a brilliant performance. Creepy. Oh, wow. He's amazing. And what can I say about him? He was just fantastic. As an actor, Doug Hutchinson was in Con Air, 1997. The wonderful Batman and Robin. Oh, yes, the notorious film, 1997. He was in that. He was in The Green Mile. What a film that is, 1999. I Am Sam, 2001. Punisher, Warzone, 2008. And again, a whole host of TV series and TV films. So that's Doug Hutchinson as Eugene Victor Tooms. Then we've got Paul Ben Victor, who plays Dr. Aaron Monty. Yes, Dr. Monty. Not with a python. Oh, sorry. Monty Python. Yes. No. Yeah. Well, he was in True Romance, 1993. Tombstone, 1993 as well. I mean, Tombstone, wow, what Western that is. Daredevil, yeah, 2003. And right up to date from last year, he was in a very successful box office film called Plane. Yes, 2023 Plane with Gerard Butler. Yes, do you remember that? Oh, perhaps you won't. But there he was. He's in that. So there you are. He's still working away. And again, he's in lots and lots of TV series and TV films. Yeah. So, you're saying, what is this about? All right. Well, as you've guessed already, I've told you, it's a sequel. Right? So, we'd last seen Eugene Tooms. Well, they'd caught him, put him away, but, well, I'm afraid, as we see at the beginning, he's been released from this psychiatric hospital, and Mulder is there basically saying, no, you can't do this, but nobody's listening to him. They never do they? So, he's a genetic mutation, and he needs to complete what he needs to do, which is getting his last liver. That's what Mulder knows is for certain. And if he doesn't get, if he gets that, then he'll go into hibernation for, I think, another 30 years. But Mulder is determined that he will stop him doing this, that he's not going to kill anybody else or get anybody else. But that is what it is. And just in the background, we've got, well, it's not in the background because we do see it, is that Scully is getting a bit of flack. Yes. And that flack is from the bosses. They're saying she's not been giving the reports enough questioning. They're not pleased with her, basically, and because she has to report and send in regular reports, and they're putting on a bit of pressure. And this is part of a theme that you're beginning to see now, because we know something is coming, and Mulder says he knows that something is going to happen, and to them and the X-Files, and this is all part of that build-up. So Mulder is determined to stop, and he's become really quite obsessed with Tooms, making sure that he doesn't get the liver, basically. And he's there watching, and he's watching him all the time. And Scully's getting quite concerned about him as well. He's not getting any sleep. He's just so obsessed with this case. And it's great. A wonderful climax to the story we get. It really is good. But also you get, again, more character study in a way about the obsessions that Mulder has and his determination. But also with Scully now, I mean, she says this. This is a line that she says. She says, Mulder, I wouldn't put myself on the line for anybody but you. Because that's when they're discussing that. She says that to him. And I think that sort of shows already how much a relationship with Mulder means to her. It means a hell of a lot now. And she genuinely really does care for him. And we're seeing that. It's very much, she's open in that sense with him. And it's really good to see that genuine affection between them. But, she worries obviously about him, the way he is, and the way he gets obsessed by things. And I say that I like the way they've done that with this episode, that they've got this sense of foreboding which is going to come to the X-Files, as we know, the climax, the great finale, season finale that will happen. But again, and I'd just say, before I do finish, I'd just like to say again, the performance of Doug Hutchinson as Eugene Victor Tooms is just amazing performance, and he's got himself by that performance into sort of X-Files folklore, because everybody remembers Eugene Tooms, and those eyes, oh yeah, and the way he stretches, that stretching, you always remember this character. What a wonderful part to have been given, and he does a fantastic job. Yeah, that's it, really. So before I go, here it is. It's the small box set, the first season within the big box set. Yes, I've got them all the seasons lined up in this wonderful big box. But there it is. Fantastic. And that's it. So, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and then you can look at all the previous ones on the playlist. Look at all the playlists, and you can see all the previous reviews I've done, and hopefully look them and enjoy them, or maybe not. But you also see all the other things, the films and TV shows, all this kind of thing, nostalgia based, that I review and look at, and a bit of music as well thrown in. Now, if you like this particular video, please give it a like, because it gets it out onto YouTube and algorithms and all that stuff, and hopefully more people might enjoy it. And if you've got any comments, please put your comments down. I really love to read your comments, and I always answer them. And it all costs note. Can't say fairer than that, can they? Buy it, you can't. So all I gotta say is, I'll see thee again.